In this video, I will show you a simple but very efficient way of using Fibonacci levels in gold trading. You will learn the most powerful Fibonacci ratios and how to use them for accurate gold analysis. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn the essential gold trading basics. First, let me show you the strongest Fibonacci levels. To draw Fibonacci levels on TradingView, we will use Fibonacci Retracement tool. And here are the most important Fibonacci levels that you should pay close attention to. 382, 05, 618, 786. These are the most significant Fibonacci levels, and we will consider these levels in our Fibonacci analysis. And here's how you should use these levels in gold trading. Remember that you can do Fibonacci analysis on any time frame. For the sake of the example, we will do Fibonacci analysis on a daily time frame. To do that properly, you will need to identify three significant impulse legs. Just open a gold chart and try to find the most significant impulse leg, the wave, on a price chart. In our example, here we have a significant bullish impulse. It is the strongest price movement that we see on the price chart, and that is going to be our first strong impulse that we will analyze. The second strong impulse that we can see is right here, this bearish movement. Again, it is a strong bearish movement. We can easily recognize that, and we can see how significant it was. The third one is a bullish movement from the low of our bearish impulse. You can see that here we got a strong bullish wave, and it is our third strong impulse. Once we identified three impulses, based on these three impulses, we are going to draw Fibonacci retracement levels. First, we will draw Fibonacci retracement based on our bullish impulse. The strongest impulse that we identified. When we draw Fibonacci retracement levels based on a bullish impulse, we draw that strictly from the lowest low of the impulse to the highest high. Here's how our Fibonacci retracement levels look. Then we will draw Fibonacci retracements based on our second impulse. When we draw Fibonacci retracement levels based on a bearish impulse, we strictly draw that from the high of the impulse to the low of the impulse. And the final thing is to draw the retracement levels based on the third impulse, the third bullish impulse that we identified. We draw retracement from its low to its high, and here are our Fibonacci retracement levels. Learn how to trade in my trading academy. Watch how I trade live on VIP daily live streams. Get the access to my VIP signals group and get my trading courses. Become a profitable trader now. For more info, check the link in the description below. You can see that we have a lot of Fibonacci retracement levels based on three different impulse legs that we identified. In order to complete our Fibonacci analysis, we will need to find so-called confluence zones. These zones are the levels where Fibonacci levels of different impulses match. And when you're looking for confluence zones and levels, you should remember that starting and ending point of the impulses also count. So for example, from that point, strong bullish impulse initiated and our bearish impulse completed. And you can see that if we take that level, that is the completion and the starting point of the impulse, and it is also a retracement level of our major bullish impulse. So here is our first important confluence zone. That will be a very important liquidity zone, and we will assume that the market liquidity will accumulate within that zone. A test of that zone may trigger a significant movement, so for us that can be a very safe area for buying gold. And we have more confluence zones above. You can see that over here we have a confluence of two different Fibonacci retracement levels. It is another strong liquidity zone, and similarly to the first zone that we spotted, we will assume that the market liquidity will accumulate within that area. And we have one more important zone right here. This zone is based on three different Fibonacci retracement levels. And always remember the rule the more Fibonacci retracement levels match, the more significant is the liquidity zone. Because this zone is based on 3 different Fibonacci retracement levels, we will assume that it will be a very significant supply zone, and we will assume that a lot of selling orders will accumulate within that area. And we have 2 more less significant zones. We have one Confluence zone right here, but you can see that Fibonacci levels are not lying in the exact same level right here, and there's some distance between these 2 Fibonacci levels. And we have a similar zone right here that is going to be our 5th significant liquidity zone. And the last important Confluence zone that I wanted to discuss with you is based on that cluster right here. Why that zone is so important? Because our most significant impulse, our first impulse that we spotted, completed right here, and from that point our second strong bearish impulse started, and then our bullish wave that initiated from here completed respecting that area. It is the area that all 3 our impulse legs respected. For that reason, we will assume that it will attract the market liquidity, and we should pay close attention to that zone in future. Once you spotted all the Confluence zones, the last thing that I recommend doing is cleaning your price chart, because we have a lot of Fibonacci levels, and of course the chart looks like a complete mess. And here are our 6 Confluence zones that we spotted analyzing Fibonacci's. We will keep the zones on our price chart, and once the market approaches one of the zones, we will look for a signal for trade entry from such a zone. Probabilities will be high that a significant price movement will start from these zones, and our Fibonacci analysis helped us to accurately identify these zones. This Fibonacci analysis strategy will help you to accurately identify strong liquidity supply and demand zones on gold chart. These zones will provide very safe and profitable gold trading opportunities. Let me know in the comment section if you want to learn advanced Fibonacci gold trading strategies. Also learn how to trade in my trading academy. For more info, check the link in the description below. Also traders, please watch my other videos.